slightly disgusted with the rapping scene. Cats rather boast as opposed to show us what actions mean. Label execs to turn your vision to a blackened screen. And I'm the Drake cause I'm great at the whole rapping singing. Graduate, school of hard knocks where they lack a theme. But at the same time it's still principles. You attack right off, so right off the bat you're expendable. Shady can bounce twice, you need more than a
What it do, y'all? It's your boy Drew Blue back at it again for another Vibe Out sesh. Ow! Today the Lone Wolf will be covering, alright, Memories of the Future. Euroz's third project to date. Technically his fifth. I haven't done the 2 collabs that he's done with another artist, but I'm gonna save that on the back end when I'm through with Euroz solo discography as for that. But yeah, he's got 2 mixtapes where he's actually did a collab with somebody else. But right now I gotta jump straight to this, which initially came off as a mixtape, then turned into an actual full-length studio album. But I do have a couple bonus tracks to play at the end also too, to give you guys some extra juice to play through in case you're feeling like it's not enough. I know I definitely felt that. But yeah, this was dropped in 2014, man. And forever, man. To me, this changed my perception of Euroz. Like, dude was just spiritually woke, and mentally he was sharp as sharp can be. I mean, you know, sharp like diamonds, bro, but made for cutting, not for like flashiness. You know what I mean? To me, there's 2 different type of diamonds you got out there. You know what I mean? You got the ones that all want to be the flashiness, and you got the ones that are straight cut to the point, down to earth, material made shit. You know what I mean? And that's what Euroz represents, dog. Like, he's on another fucking level, man. So the cool thing about this is we only got like 2 people who show up as a feature. One of them hasn't been given a name credit. I might have to double check on that as I'm searching through Google, but we do have a All-Star Vegas minus Neo collab with Euroz and Dizzy Wright on one of these tracks here, which we will get to. But man, I gotta get into this, man. This dude took a complete step. This is where he truly evolved, dog. All that shit was cute on the Foundation 1 and 2. For the most part, you know, some stuff were really lyrical, some stuff were cliche. You got some pretty good jabs here and there, but he didn't take the fight serious until we get to this tape. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I'm not gonna skip any songs. I'm not gonna even pause like after a minute or 30 seconds of play, man. At this point, this is gonna probably be 2 hours long, and I don't give a damn. So I'm just letting you know right now, if he ain't in there, it's all good. But I'm gonna keep my talk to the minimum and just let the man speak for himself. Anyways, with that all being done and said, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the chat, get in the track, and vibe out to track number 1, Kings Among Kings. Let's get it. Oh yeah, we're gonna go 20. Oopsie, damn. We're gonna go 20 tracks deep in this, by the way. So, my apologies about that. Let's get into it. be real with you, this shit hits a lot harder now, given the fact now we see that, not just from what I've seen, man, like from what other artists were doing at the time to what they're doing now, a lot of them have really folded. This dude is still sticking true to him and doing his thing, and it just shows, man. But either way though, but like the song itself, bro, was just amazing. My apologies if it was too low. Like I said, you gotta check out this project. I'm gonna have it in the description box as well as the comment section, a link that'll take you to Hot New Hip Hop to download the mixtape version of it, which is kind of short. Like you're only gonna miss 5 or 6 tracks, but nonetheless, like everything from track 1 to 14 I think at the very least is on it. But this shit, once again, I'm telling you, you just listen to this dude sing, bro, and to me, this is what I'm talking about. Like, Tory can do the same thing in his own way, but when you can manipulate your vocals to go with the whole production and just let the melodies go. But Euroz is in his own, like, lane. Like, dude just sings different than everyone else. I mean, like, his soul's just, what can I tell you, man, out and open. I mean, you gotta listen to the lyrics that he's be speaking on these songs going forward, but dude is just open like that. And I mean, ain't no doubt when he's on this, I don't see anyone getting in his way for the crown. Simple as that. So yeah, if there's anyone that I think can compete with Tory, like I'll be telling you, like who I think could be the best of the best if he really puts the effort in, you know, into making his genuine music like Euroz been doing since day one, I would say definitely Euroz is right there. Definitely a big name to compete, right, you know, with him. But I don't even think that's what Euroz wants to do. I think his mindset is to be the best him that he can be. And like I said, this dude is just, I think, probably the most heavily slept on icon walking on this planet. I'm gonna say it like that. Like, this dude, when I was bumping this project 7 years ago now at this point, man, how old was I? Was I just I was just getting into college. I graduated high school, so I'm not gonna lie, this dude definitely inspired me. He definitely did, especially coming from the same city where I felt like you don't see many people really, you know, succeed or do something with their life coming out of that place, man. They don't call it Sin City for no reason, y'all. That being said, we're gonna move on to track number 2. As for Now is the title. Let's get it. So much bars. Hold on, what the fuck? How do you expect me to get even with all these odds on me? I'm chasing perfection with all these flaws on me till I'm killing this game and they call the law on me. That I didn't say word for word what he said, but that's what he was using, and that was a killer Triple Crown effect right there.
The hope for the women I had relations with. Money make it easier to cope with all this hating shit. Those who left me hanging, success is what I replaced them with. The people needed a way out of Vegas, so I'm paving it for now.
make excuses. I make readjustments. This dude is preaching right now. Preaching. Keep speaking.
Don't kill me. I ain't no special at the moment, but I will be.
If anyone has the nerves to tell me or comment in my fucking video that Euroz is biting Drake, my simple response is he's doing it better than the man he's biting it. I'm just putting that disclaimer out there. Alright? Hands down, like, I don't care who you put this dude next to. Ain't nobody outperforming him, singing wise, just lyrically wise, substance. I mean, and his production has been, he's basically Tory Lanez if Tory Lanez wasn't Trendy Lames the last 3 years and actually wasn't on that bullshit and was actually on some real shit. But I'm just like, I don't want to do some comparison shit, because at the end of the day, I'm not trying to put this on Euroz at all. Like, he's his own, you know, he's cut from his own cloth. But you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, the deep shit, this is really what I was expecting to get from Tory on a consistent basis. Unfortunately, he fell and slipped and got caught in that industry wet. Euroz didn't. He's still doing his own thing, and he's not being forced to do whatever he wants, you know, like being forced to do whatever sounds that he has to do. Like, he's free to be him. So, that being said, let me go ahead and let this play off now.
Dreams on my mind, thinking out loud, in pursuit of greatness. And if you ask me, we on the brink of that now. I only fuck with my niggas. We all trying to get rich, but no love for these hoes. My heart's a bottomless pit, real shit, and my name's in the street, cause I'm heavily debated. Though a lot of niggas sleep like they heavily sedated. Fuck 'em Hollywood when I ain't even made it. If it ain't about the money, nigga, I won't entertain it. I'll never let that kind of shit faze me. Never met the hater type that wasn't lazy. All my bitches say yes, never maybe. Never trip over someone.
Never met the hater type that wasn't lazy. Oh my god.
Who doesn't pay me. Never pillow talking with the hoes that I lay with. Only fuck with the real, no fake shit. I'm like the AI that got traded to the Nuggets. Ain't the one you wanna play with.
I'm like the AI that got traded to the Nuggets, the one you don't want to play with. Now, it's not like he's throwing shade on AI, but he's using the reference of how people didn't want to play with Allen Iverson during his time in the Denver Nuggets as him, don't play with me. You don't want to play with me. Because then you gonna really know who you fucking with. This dude's cold, bro. Go.
Like Jordan in Game 6. Problems that you can't fix. Emerge like the rose out the pavement. It's not from the money and the dreams. I don't chase shit. I swear I brought this freestyle. Oh my god. Hold on. Let's see what's the fucking kick.
And as you heard right there at the end, no fucking joke, dude freestyled that shit. Isn't that funny? So when the beat switched, that was it. He just went all crazy. And hold on, I gotta recap anything that he dropped that we need to cover real quick. So he said a line where he's like, no love for these hoes. My heart is a bottomless pit. Oh, and then there's one line where he goes like, my name is in the streets because I'm heavily debated, and these niggas stay like they heavily sedated. I thought that was pretty interesting lines right there. So, you know, he's saying I'm hot in the streets, but people still sleeping on me like they heavily sedated. I like that. I like that idea of how he's saying that. That was clean. Man, that shit was clean. Yeah, I like some lines here. Like, my favorite one was like, he's like, I never met a hater type that wasn't lazy. You know what I mean? That was interesting, man. He's saying, oh, y'all just don't want to work hard enough. That's why you hating on me. But he also said, you know, certain lines where he's like, I'll never trip over someone if it doesn't pay me. So he's like, I'm not really gonna trip about it, sweat all that stuff. Unless my money's getting involved, then that's a different issue. So I like how he's saying, like, no matter what, I'm still gonna keep my cool. Bro, like, I'm just, man, this dude is a bad, I mean, I don't want to say he's a bad dude, but like, he's just smooth, man. He's just fucking smooth. That's all I'm gonna say. That being said, we're gonna go into track number 3. Now, this right here, this track is it's the ultimate homecoming track for me. Whenever I pull up in the 702, or whenever I see the strip from a distance, whether I'm coming from Arizona or I'm coming through Cali, like, no matter what, this is what I'm always gonna play first when I see the strip, when I see the city, man. And that's none other than track number 3, Back Then, Euroz featuring Dizzy Wright. So this shit's personal for me, but also this is pretty much the soundtrack of my childhood and growing up life in Vegas as well.
They wanna see you doing good. It's not better than them. Imagine that. You can find me at the top. This where luck can't take you. I done ran out of fucks and favors. The expression that my haters make, they just can't take it. To see a nigga come up and rise above fan favorites. Yep. Thoughts that be residing in my head. Do she fuck with me for me, or she just trying to get ahead? These days meeting contracts are mine to be.
She trying to fuck with me, or she trying to get ahead? He's using two different translations right there. So that's a double entendre line. Either she's trying to get ahead, or, you know what I mean, trying to get ahead to get ahead. That right there was fucking smooth.
Red is searching for partnership. If not, I'm signing me instead. I let go and let God. I don't never stress.
I don't kush, never stress. That is one of my fucking favorite lines. I smoke kush, never stress. Meaning I never get upset or pissed over it. I just smoke my problems away. And he's like, I smoke kush, as in I smoke pure leaves, you know what I mean? I don't smoke stress, which is basically another term for like resin overdue leftover from, like, say when people smoke from a bong or a pipe. If you smoke weed, you know what that line means. You have to be a weed head to understand what he's talking about with that line. That shit was fucking cold. Alright, for those who are my non-weed smokers, that's just me kind of explaining it to y'all. Like, that right there was a cold ass bar that would have completely went over your head, because you don't know how terminology works with weed. But that shit was solid. Oh my god, keep going.
Keep you line on top of line, that's the letter X. I went to jail and found rapping. For that I'm forever blessed. Sleep, that's for broke niggas, I don't never rest. Promises I've made but ain't never kept. If they ain't real, we not around. Such blood, sweat, and tears, built it from the ground up. Praise going up. God's blessings just fall on me. It's me against the world. No matter the odds, bet it all on me. I'm just trying to live. No time to waste, what's going on me? Back then they didn't know me. Now I'm hot, they all on me. Back then they didn't want me. Now I'm hot, they all on me. Back then they didn't want me. Now I'm hot, they all on me. Back then they didn't want me. Now I'm hot, they all on me. All on me, all on me, all on me. Las Vegas legend, he a legend. 7 years, been on this shit since 07. Did it first, so which nigga gon' do it second?
It don't matter.
Without a weapon, he signed like that, so they compete to feel complete. Right. Funny. Now everybody compare themselves to me. Right. Playing for keeps, accomplish all this shit by 23.
Amazing.
The golden age got me where I wanna be. Now the world anticipating on me to lead. My response is who got me? Niggas wanna be put on while sloppy and then they knock me. Right. My daughter's 3 years old and And before she learned how to potty, I learned and realized this rap shit is not
for everybody.
So I'm keeping my shit solid. They lying about catching bodies.
You niggas wouldn't
Even caught.
Keep it real. Staying polished. Corny niggas get demolished. Spit knowledge and don't even get acknowledged. But it's cool. Praise going up. God's blessings just fall on me. It's me against the world. No matter the odds, bet it all on me. I'm just trying to live. No time to wait, so I start on me. Back then they didn't know me. Now I'm hot, they all on me. Back then they didn't want me. Now I'm hot, they all on me. Back then they didn't want me. Now I'm hot, they all on me. Back then they didn't want me. Now I'm hot, they all on me. All on me, all on me, all on me. A stand-up nigga, ovation shit. A different chick in every city, that's location shifts. It's not your situation, more like what you make of it. The chick you laying next to or the cat you splitting Franklin's with. The same story, just different pages. And I don't drive much, I get driven places. This nostalgic, Rebecca Kinsey's basement. Classic shit we've been longing for is what I've been busy making. Make way for a new legend. I feel it's that time. Cash ain't coming like it used to, so I tend to stack mine. Hip hop on its deathbed, it's finna flatline. The major labels is dying, let us indie cat shine. They don't care about the art they putting on for the bitches, blow they advance. They know hoes long for the riches. I'm like a nigga who don't understand pains. I had to ask myself what's wrong with this picture. Praise going up. God's blessings just fall on me. It's me against the world. No matter the odds, bet it all on me. I'm just trying to live. No time to waste, so I start home. Back then they didn't know me. Now I'm high, they all know me. Back then they didn't want me. Now I'm high, they all know me. Back then they didn't want me. Now I'm high, they all know me. Back then they didn't want me. Now I'm high, they all know me. All on me, all on me, all on me.
You know, I really, not gonna lie, like I wanted to wait to cover this until I was back home, but then I was thinking about it. Fuck it, I'm just feeling like I want to listen to him. I'm like, I'm gonna go ahead and listen to him and just vibe out. You know, so it's just funny because all it took was one of my subscribers hit me up and be like, yo, I didn't know you fucked with him, but truth is I did, man. Been fucking with him for a long time. It's just I never really, well, I was gonna get to him, but I just wanted to wait till I was back home in the city that I grew up in, you know what I mean, to fucking promote that shit, you know what I mean. So because I feel like he's definitely the most slept on artist, hands down, like out of everybody that I've talked about. Plenty of talented artists I've covered in my Vibe Out series, minus the mainstream names, but guys like Nico Lafray, Johnny Rain, Elijah Blake, G.O.D. Those are a few names. I still got a couple more guys I'm gonna cover going through, but yeah, Euroz was definitely a guy that I felt like is just so much potential and talent, dude. I mean, no doubt about it. Like, the dude puts in his work, man. Back then, during the time, this was really my favorite joint. I kept playing the most and over again. Eventually, there's a track that will come later, 2 episodes later when we cover it. That is definitely still my favorite Euroz track of all time, and I've yet to change my opinion about it. It's just that shit hits even harder for me personally, mentally, and just soulfully. I mean, but this definitely is like right there, dog. Like, I'm not here to really bash on it, but just that song just takes it an extra, you know what I mean, just an extra jump to it, dog. But either way, back then was just cold, man. You know what I mean? Euroz was just savage on here. And Dizzy right too. I mean, Dizzy has always been a type of dude where, like, you know what I mean? He's always gonna come through with something that's just gonna make you think better and make you think on a higher platform. You know, and that's why I like that dude. The dude really is humble, man. You could tell, man. Like, I got nothing but, like, love for Dizzy. I got nothing but love for Euroz, bro. Like, these two cats are just showing, like, where really the real music's got to be at and where we got to put our real efforts in. So, that being said, track number 4, Note to Self. Let's get it. Oh, give me 1 second. Hold up. Give me 1 second.
Whoever hop up in that car, cut the music on and just get away. I swear it's the same shit, just a different day. As I think about the hearts I could penetrate, the infrastructure of the youth's mind I could renovate. I envision my mind smiling on that bigger state of way to put shit I can't pronounce on the dinner plate. I ain't took a day off since I clocked in. I stare at my son and make me question where my pops been. A no-brainer that we need peace. Drop beans, you wasn't at the bottom, I don't know you at the top then. The new shit these new niggas put out lame. The fireman fans expect me to put out flame. I put the work in and watch the payoff, bitch. Lazy niggas at the bottom's where I pray y'all sit. I don't disclose figures regarding the bread I make. No birdie, but niggas question what I made off with. Word. I drop down to my knees as I put my hands up, asking God questions only He can answer. I live like televised. Somebody hold the camera. Don't let the fear of failure on my knees as I put my hands up, asking God questions only He can answer. I live like televised. Somebody hold the camera. Don't let the fear of failure. See, I was backstage at Summer Jam, like what them hoes, I'm trying to hit something, conversing with K-Dot. Damn, ain't this something? Then I met J. Cole, like fuck, I should've spit something. You won't make it if you play it safe, you gotta risk something. Till I was fit for this business without the custom suit. Outshine these whack cats, I've been instructed to. Ironic how these new rappers still ain't came with nothing new. It's hard to come across artists who ain't doing what others do. Labels inquire about the kid, like what's up with dude? The name Euroz, been my rap circles running up the dude. I'm close to groundbreaking, but we ain't walking on thin ice. Wasn't born with manners, but it's obvious I've been nice. Mornings with my son, but the lab is where I've been nice. Hoping for success that'll alter my family friends' life. If this is how it starts, I wonder what it end like. See at the winning table, you ain't get an invite. I wonder why. I drive down to my knees as I put my hands up, asking God questions only He can answer. I live like televised. Somebody hold the camera. Don't let the fear of failure hold you back.
Don't let the fear of failure hold you back. Failure hold you back.
Don't let the fear of failure hold you back.
Alright, let me break this down for y'all real quick. Oh, so now I know who it was. Okay, so check it out. So the feature was Emilio Rojas. I was trying to figure out who it was. Okay, so unfortunately I skipped his part. By accident. I didn't realize that I forgot to pause the song. But either way, Emilio Rojas is not bad, bro. But let me get into where Euroz really breaks this shit down. So he's on some type of like higher learning shit. Like once again, I'm telling you, like he's about doing things where he just wants to kind of like progress himself. You know, obviously he starts off with the lyrics, whoever hopped in that car, cut the music on and just get away. I swear it's the same shit, just a different day. As I think about the hearts I can penetrate, the infrastructure of the youth's mind I could renovate. You see what I mean? Which is, it goes down. That's his basis for why he's not out here being a trendy lames, busting out bullshit lines saying, oh, I can, like, you know, I'm fucking your bitch or whatever, like all that. Like, we don't need that degenerate lyrics to be going through people's mind. That shouldn't be considered hot. And that's where a lot of y'all be tripping. You know what I mean? On them Tory Lanez videos, it's just like, I'm breaking things down. Like, this shit's basic and y'all want to support that's hot. Like, come on. But either way he goes, you know, I envision my mom smiling on that big estate. You know, obviously, a lot of us want to do that for our folks that take good care of us, you know what I mean? A way to put the shit I can't pronounce in a dinner plate. Now, that's where he's really talking some, like, that's where he feels like I want to reach a milestone to where the things I don't know how to pronounce is on our dinner plate and we eating that. So, you know, whatever it is that he can't pronounce, I mean, I'm pretty sure he can pronounce caviar, but maybe it's like, you know what I mean? Something fancy, like a fancy plate like that. That's what he's talking about. You know, I ain't took a day off since I clocked in. I stare at my son and make me question where my pop's been. A no-brainer that would need peace, dry beans. You wasn't at the bottom. I don't know you as a top 10, man. I mean, he's got some lines on here that goes in crazy. But let me go ahead, get a little further down. The new shit these new niggas put out lame. Fireman, fans expect me to put out flame. Once again, cold bars right there. You guys hear it. The fireman, fans expect me to put out flame. And lazy niggas